morning. It's 10:24 and I've been driving for about 10 minutes. I chose not to take toll roads because I don't want to spend a lot of money. I'm trying to go up there. Well, I don't know. I want to go up there and spend time in nature. I told myself I was gonna film myself, like kind of raw, uncut throughout the trip, and I was gonna talk a little bit, and it's kind of like anything I say is gonna be on the video, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna do about 2 to 3 minutes per shot and then compile them all together at the end and see how it goes. Hopefully it's interesting. So far nothing interesting has happened, but all I know is I'm on my way. I got my car full of stuff, camping gear, got some snacks to tide me over until I get hungry and need to get more food. Got a bear can, which is supposed to help with bears. Apparently there's a lot of bears up there. I hope I don't see any bears. Maybe I will. That'll mean that there's a lot of wilderness, which is good. Alright, so this is day 1. Alright, day 2. Today, I woke up somewhere in Vermont, and I drove to Mount Washington. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Climbing, it's kind of steep. Got to Mount Washington. There's like some fee to park where I was at, and so I moved to a different parking lot, and now I'm climbing Mount Adams. I like how this is just like unplanned. I haven't seen a soul since I got up here. I'm probably about a little over halfway to where there's supposed to be a campsite. I cannot wait to get up there. I think I'm kind of out of shape. I used to hike a lot. This past year, I haven't really done all that much as far as hiking goes. So this is really intense. I haven't seen anyone out here. There's barely anyone hiking today. Saw one lady earlier. Look at what I'm dealing with. Steep. It's been like this for like the past 40 minutes. And I think when I get to a certain point, it's gonna level out a bit because there's a ridge that I can see on my map. And lady I saw told me that someone else was camping in the campsites, which sucks. But like, what are you supposed to do if you go up there to camp and you don't got anywhere to go? You know, you gotta camp somewhere. So figure if I get there at around 6 o'clock at night, I'll start looking for a site if I haven't found one. 'cause it just gets dark around 7. So that's the plan. All right, well, that's day 2. I guess I'll make another video tomorrow, see how it goes. Damn. Well, it's day 3. I'm trying to get down to this other campsite, camping out, and then tomorrow I'm hiking back down to my car. But then I'm gonna find a place that I can go and camp. And then I'm waiting for my cousin to get here on Saturday. So like Friday, I was looking at the report and it said it might rain. I mean, that might just be here, but it might be everywhere, all over New Hampshire. So I definitely don't want to be up near Mount Washington in a rainstorm. So that's the plan. I'm pretty happy with my choice to come up here. Am I having spiritual visions? I'm definitely seeing how weak I am. A year of just not hiking and living this lifestyle makes you really frail and weak and not used to it. I think the ascent, because of all the snow and the rocks and how steep it was, this was really intense. Like, it was 4 miles, but it was super steep. Like, if that was 10 miles and just as steep, but spaced out over 10 miles, that would be so much better. All right. So I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow. That's day 3. See you on day 4. Peace. Okay. Day 4. I woke up in that camp up near the top of Mount Adams, and the trail was really bad. It was like covered in snow, and like the snow had been melting on the bottom but not the top, so there's all these holes in it where you just fall into the snow, and that just kept happening. And you could tell that like nobody has been up there since like fall, because there's just like every 30 feet there's just like a tree that fell over, which you'd think every 30 feet, you have to be exaggerating. There couldn't be a tree on the trail every 30 feet. There was, okay? And I think it has something to do with the wind speeds there, like really strong, and that was nuts. So getting down the mountain was almost as difficult as getting up the mountain, mostly because of my bad planning and not looking at the maps enough to know that like those trails were no good. Because I ran into a lot of other hikers that were hiking the more traffic trails, and all of them said that it was pretty much fine. Like, enough people walk on the snow, eventually it packs down and it melts quicker. So anyway, I don't know. I had a really good time. I'm just like really happy that I'm back in my car. Like, when I got back to the parking lot, the sound of like a truck using its brakes like made me so happy, just to not have to deal with like that anymore. So crap, I think my phone's getting hot. So tonight I'm staying yeah, my phone overheated because it was in the sun. Yeah, so anyway, tonight I'm staying in a campground owned by the U.S. Forest Service, so it's free to camp there. Someone said that there was like human feces everywhere or something. That's probably because it's free, right? And there's no facilities, so people just poop like right next to the campsites. So I'm gonna try pretty hard to find one that isn't gross, and that's my plan. I just ate this amazing pizza. I can't begin to tell you how much I needed something like that in my diet. I like just been living off of trail mix for like the past 3 days, and beef jerky. Actually, I had turkey jerky. But anyway, alright, so tonight I'm just gonna chill a little bit. Tomorrow I'm gonna go on like a mild hike without all my overnight gear. Leave my stuff at this campground. Well, some of it, like my tent. And that's my plan. Yup. I don't know why I'm doing these videos anymore, but I think looking back on it, it'll be entertaining for anyone that wants to know more about what the inside of my adventure was like, you know. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. All right, day 4. Not day 4. What is today? It's Friday. Day 5. Okay. It's day 5. Yesterday, I camped near Bethel, Maine, which is in western Maine, and I met this old man, and he told me about different birds that were like making sounds in the middle of the night, and it was kind of comforting knowing like about the birds, like when you're camping and the only thing you hear in the middle of the night is like, woo! It's like when you know it's like a barb owl. That's what he called it, a barb owl. I'll have to look that up. But apparently there's like these 2 owls that like talk to each other in the middle of the night, and he like camps there often, and they're always like the same 2 owls making those calls back and forth. And I thought that sounded kind of cool. And I was like asking him if like the owls were like married, like are they partners? And he thought that was weird. He just like stared at me. He was like, partners? I'm like, yeah, you know, like married. He's like, I don't know about that. There's just 2 owls that like call to each other. I'm like, well, why do they do that? Maybe they're just friends. So yeah, this mountain is called Table Rock. Apparently it has this big bald top on it you can walk on, and there's no trees. It's just like a big rock that has like steps built into it. And I thought that sounded kind of cool. So I've been climbing this mountain for like the past 40 minutes or something. I'm gonna go back down afterwards and probably pay to go to a real campground tonight, because I haven't showered since I left, which is really gross. And my cousin's coming tomorrow, so I figure we're gonna be around each other, and I don't want to offend him with my odor. And it would probably feel good to like get the stink off, you know. I could smell myself last night while I was trying to sleep, and it was gross. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the campground that has showers, take a shower, cover myself with soap, hot water. And tomorrow, the other reason I'm doing this is because I have to stay in this area because my cousin is coming up. So I'm really excited to not hike alone completely for the next 4 days or whatever it is. Well, it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think he's leaving on Tuesday, and then Tuesday I'm driving to Portland, Maine, and I'm gonna deliver this piece of bike equipment to my aunt who's opening a bike shop. She's paying for me to drive it to her. So that's cool. I also get to stay in my old hometown for a little bit. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. And I guess tomorrow there'll probably be a second person in the video because Jordan's here. He doesn't even know I'm doing this. I'm gonna try to catch him off guard and not explain what I'm doing, and he'll just start to be part of the video. So here we go. See you tomorrow. Day 6. We're climbing Old Spec. Let's get into the sweatier part of our journey. Jordan's hurt. He's limping back there like Jesus on his way to the crucifixion. And my shoulder has an infection.
I think I'm gonna eat chicken.
Chicken, we're having chicken and dumplings for dinner. And probably skip the peak for today. I'm feeling quite the burn. I really can't wait for this trail to go back to the pond. It's been kind of crowded. I'm worried about people camping where we're going, but we won't know until we're there. What's up? I don't know. I don't have a lot to say. Me and Jordan went to a diner this morning. I got biscuits and gravy. I forget what Jordan got. Jordan also doesn't know that I'm making this video. I said I wasn't going to tell him what I was doing before I started doing it. All right. It's really windy.
sausage is nearly ready to cook. Alright.
Good morning. So it's day 8. Today's Monday. I left last Monday. So this will be like my 8th full day sleeping in a tent. And like hiking and stuff. Well, this is probably the last bit of hiking I'm doing. My cousin came out. He was here and he has to leave tomorrow, and we thought we would go to Portland. We might try to go sea kayaking or something in the bay there. Maine, Portland, Maine. So we got about 5.5 miles to the car from where we're at. So we figure we'll probably get there at like, I don't know, 2 o'clock, maybe 1 if we're quick. So that's the plan. What have I learned? My body isn't as old as I thought it was. I feel like I am in pretty good shape. I've been hiking a lot. Climbed like more mountains this week than I have since I was out west, like when I was 22 or 23 years old. So that's saying something. I don't know if there's too much for me to learn coming out here. My spirit journey didn't send me a spirit guide like I asked for, but I think it's just really good for me to do stuff like this because I don't enjoy doing construction work, and I don't enjoy like running around a track or like going to the gym. I like climbing mountains. So that's where I'm at. I'm just happy I get to be out here in nature, being all introspective. Sure, maybe I did learn something. That's the thing. I'm hard on myself. Maybe I did just have a spiritual guide. I had like multiple spiritual guides, but it wasn't anything too profound. I think what I learned is that I'm actually quite content, and I want to like keep spending time in the woods, meet people that spend time in the woods. I want to save more money so I can do more stuff like this. I don't want to spend money day to day just like splurging on restaurants and stuff like that. I want to put my money in my bank so that like every month or two I can leave for like a week or two and just wander around the woods, you know? And that's what I've got. All right, this has been one crazy adventure. Thanks for tuning in. I hope I've entertained you. I love you. Keep growing, brother and sisters. Peace.